What's going on, good people? Going on, good people. Look here, to all my young folks out there, whether if you are getting ready to graduate high school and focusing on the next chapter, or maybe you're already graduated high school, maybe you're in college, or maybe you're just out there just working. It's for all my young folk between 18 and I say 20, 25. As you get out here in this world, be mindful. No one is going to save you. No one. Not the government, not your parents, not the job you're working. You have to learn to save yourself. Right? What I mean by that is, as you working, right? Make sure you are spending less than you make. Make sure that you're saving. Make sure you are investing your money, because that is the best time to take advantage of, getting ahead in life. If you have the opportunity to stay home with your parents, rent free, or maybe paying a little rent, but you got no car note, you have no debt, and you're able to stay home and capitalize that job that you're working, save your money, invest into your future. Take advantage of it. Don't take that time out to increase your lifestyle, to go on every vacation, hang out with all your friends. That is fine and dandy. But put yourself on a budget. If I can go back to when I was in my 20s, I would be telling myself the same exact thing. Make sure that you are planning for the future. A lot of us don't do that. A lot of us haven't done that. Now we of age, now we old, and we're like, man, we have kids and we're trying to teach to our kids, preach to our kids the same thing. Hey, don't blow your teens. Don't blow your 20s. Don't blow your 30s. Because before you know it, you wake up and you in your 40s. You in your 50s. You in your 60s. Now it's time to retire and you have no pension. Maybe you have 2 years or maybe 3 years in your 401k. Now you still have a mortgage. Now you have car payments. You take out some of that money out of your 401k. You pay off your house. You pay off your cars. Now you only have maybe a year or two of savings in your 401k. Yeah, you're getting Social Security, but Social Security is not going to be enough. Maybe Social Security $30 grand a year. Now you got to get on Medicare and Medicaid and all that, man. So please, to all my young folks out there, when you get out in this workforce, when you get out in this world, whether if you're in college from 18 to 22 or 23, when you get out in this world, please stay down, level up. One thing I have been researching, and as you research, you hear that they tell you that a job is for you to not just take it and just blow your money or whatnot. A job is, of course, to help you pay your bills, to help you invest, but also you use that job to maybe help you fund or start your business. Just don't quit, but make that job help you fund your business, Figure out why you're working that job. Figure out where you want to go. What do you want to do long term? Whether if it's stay at that job and you maybe want to climb that corporate ladder. But young people, please take it from me. I'm 42. I'll be 43 next month. If I could tell my younger self when I was in my 20s and 30s the same message, I would be in a better financial state. Doing good, not doing the best. I could be doing a lot better, but a lot of this stuff I'm learning as I'm getting older about finances, and I'm not going to sit here and be the one to blame my upbringing. Well, shoot, man, I'm broke because it's my mom's fault, it's my dad's fault. They didn't teach me. Oh, man, my credit is shot because, my parents didn't teach me. No. I've been grown a long time. I've been out of the house long time. I stayed home till I was 27. And instead of me capitalizing what I did, I had a good, decent job. I worked, blew my money, chasing women, partying with my friends. And when I got 27, that's when I found my wife. We blowing our money, doing what we want to do, buying everything, not putting ourselves on a budget, having kids. And once you start having kids, that's when everything starts getting expensive. Moving to better neighborhoods because you want better schools for your kids, but it gets expensive, especially when you have multiple kids and you're trying to keep them active, keep them in, sports, just keep them going, keep them active. That way they don't get bored. So, folks, listen. Take advantage of a job that you're working. You're living in a situation, especially when you're living at home and you're rent free, or maybe your family only charges you maybe $100, $200 a month, or even if they charge you $500 a month. That's a lot cheaper than being out here in the real world. I see it. You see it all over social media, how people say they're struggling, they're down bad. But you also hear about people say they're struggling, they're down bad, but they're still driving the nice cars. Their car payment is still, $7,000 to $2,000 a month. So it's not. I don't think it's an income problem. It's just people, their lifestyle. Everybody wants to drive the nice fancy cars. Everybody wants to pull up to that grocery store, pull up to that fancy restaurant in a nice car. But good darn well, once you leave that restaurant, after you spend a couple $100 at the restaurant, once you leave that restaurant, now you go home and now you're stressing because now you got to figure out, this bill coming up. I got to pay for this car. And not even factoring in maintenance. A lot of people, and I'm guilty of this, you look at the money you're making. Oh, man, okay, $600 a month ain't nothing. It ain't nothing, but you got to think about it, too. You got to factor in insurance. $600 plus insurance, $200-$300 a month. Then you got to factor in, maintenance. Even though you get an extended warranty ain't going to cover everything. It don't cover normal wear and tear. We're talking about tires. We're talking about brakes. We're talking about oil changing. Stuff like that. It don't cover all that. So you got an expensive car. Tires going to run you a couple $1,000. You need brakes, rotors, all that stuff. And it all depends on where you take it. If you take it back to a dealer, you're going to pay premium. Or you can find a knockoff shop where they're going to put the cheap, it's going to be a little cheap, but they're going to use cheap parts. So that's a lot of stuff that people don't factor in when buying cars. Same thing when it comes to buying houses, or not even buying houses, but even renting a house, whatever your living situation. A lot of people look for the nice big homes, and they go buy them or they go rent them, and next thing you know, it's taking 50 to 60% of your income. Guys and gals, please, for my younger generation, I'm telling you, be smart with your money, because I'm gonna tell you right now, gas $3.09 a gallon. Depending on where you live at, might be $4 for unleaded. You take your vehicle in for maintenance, it's gonna run you a couple $1,000 just regular routine maintenance, depending on what type of vehicle you have. That's not going down. Housing, whether you're renting, whether if you're buying, it's not going down. It might go down a little bit. If you buy, you might go down 50 grand. But still, interest rates stagnant. If you become a renter, yes, you don't have to worry about the cost of property tax and maintenance and HOA and insurance. But be mindful, rent goes up every year. It might go up 50, it might go up 200. It all depends where you live, what's in the market. So you have to be mindful. Everything is going to go up. Since I've been an adult, since I've been out of high school in 2001 to 2025, everything has went up. Nothing haven't went down. It might be stagnant, might go down a little bit, but it keeps increasing. So what you have to do is make sure you increase your net worth, increase your savings. Now, if you want to live that high lifestyle, you want to increase your lifestyle, hey, you can. Teach your own. But make sure that you're making the money to provide for that increase that you have. Or you're going to be like a lot of these people on social media complaining about, rents going high. Oh my gosh, my mortgage is so high. Oh my God, car, I need a reliable car. The car payments $1,000, $1,200, $1,500. It's crazy how these cars are so expensive. Oh my gosh, I'm drowning. No one makes you go out and buy a brand new car. No one makes you go out and buy a car that you can't afford just because the payments are $600-$700 and you say, "Oh, well, I'm making $120, I can afford it." No one makes you go out there and rent that apartment that's $15,000 to $3,000 for a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom. No one makes you go out there and buy that $700,000-$800,000 home because you figure that, hey, the bank said I'm approved for $700,000, so now I'm gonna use it all. No, you have to be smart. Ask yourself, do I need a $700,000 home? Do I need that $80,000 car? Do I need to go on that vacation where I'm gonna put, I'm gonna put it on my credit card, and I know once we go on a vacation, we come back, now my credit card bill is 10 grand, and now I'm just gonna pay the bare minimum. Do I need to do that multiple times a year? You ask yourself that. And if you get glorified and it tells you, yourself tells you, yes, you need all that, by any means, go ahead, do it. But if your mind tells you, nah, because if I do all that, I'm going to put myself in a bind. I'm going to deplete my emergency fund. I'm going to deplete my savings. I'm going to put us in a bind. We're going to go back to living paycheck to paycheck. Then don't do it. Young people, please, I'm telling you, think about everything you do from the time you graduate high school to your mid-20s to your late 20s. Think about everything. Your decisions will determine how you will make it in this lifetime or the rest of your life. If you make bad decisions, I'm not saying that you can't make it. Yeah, you can. But making bad money decisions it's not impossible to get out, but you can get out of the bad money decisions. You're going to have to work towards it. But if you don't put yourself in bad financial decisions, you'll be good. Figure out what type of life you want to live. not what you see on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Everybody's life is different. So please, young folk, be mindful of when you start your life as an adult. If your parents are willing to allow you to stay home after you graduate, to work, stack your money, invest, figure out what you want to do with your life, and you're working full time, take that money, invest, put it in the high yield savings account. And that way, once you step out in the real world, when the parents say, hey, it's time for you to pull your big girl pants up, your big boy pants up, if you go out there and get out on your own. That way, when you step out on your own, it's gonna be a little shaky, but you're not gonna be nervous because you're broke, because you don't have any money. You're just gonna be nervous because you never lived on your own. That's normal. That's all right. But to step out on your own and know that you, for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, living rent free or paying minimum rent, and you knew you blew your money, of course, it's going to be very shaky. It's going to be very scary, because I'm here to tell the young generation, your parents ain't going to be here forever. Be nice if all our parents can be here forever. They ain't going to be here forever. It's going to come a time that we all ain't going to be here. But while we here, we have to make the best of it. We got to make sure that our older self is good. Don't get caught up of seeing everybody on social media. You see them, making millions, traveling, buying cars, this and that. Don't have to work a 9 to 5. Hey, that's good for them. You can't hate on them. Instead of hating on them, maybe try to figure out how do they get there. That way, that could be you. If that's what you want. You don't want to work a 9 to 5. You want to be able to sleep and have money coming in, where you can go buy the cars you want. You can buy the house you want. You can travel wherever you want to travel. You got to figure out how to do it. So, like I said, I hope this message gets around to the young people. Please, young folks, don't get caught up in just blowing your money, because I'm telling you, when you get my age, you're going to be like, man, I regret blowing my money, not doing the research to become better with my money, But we always feel once we graduate, we out of the house, man. I'm grown, shit, man. Nobody can't tell me I'm good. Yeah, you're good until you get in your 30s, mid-30s, early 40s, and you realize, man, whew, I thought I was good, man. Man, I always wanted to work at this company over here. But man, it's a pay cut. I can't take it. I can't take that pay cut. I got a family now. Man, if I was only good with my money, man, it wouldn't be nothing to take a pay cut for the time being. And I work my way up, or take the pay cut and do something on the side. Or I want to start this side business, but I can't because I should have done it when I was younger. Should have saved money, this and that. You don't think about it. A lot of when we're young, we don't think about the future. We don't think about, when you start, 18 to 25, you don't think, man, you're like, shit, man, I'm 25. Got a long ways before I get old, before I get 50, before I get 60, man, I'm good. But before you know, man, once you hit that milestone 25, next thing you know, you're 30. Then you're 35, like, whoa, where did time go? So just think about it, young folk. All right, man, I hope everybody, if you're up, hope you're having a good, blessed day. Make sure you, thank God for another day. And if you're still sleeping, if you see this message, man, hey, spread this message to the young folk, and even younger people that's getting ready, that's in high school. Spread some of their knowledge. Us older people have to spread some of this knowledge to the younger generation that's coming out in this real world, because it's not going to get any easier. It's going to keep getting harder. And like I say, only the strong will survive. And it's true, only the strong will survive. So ask yourself what kind of lifestyle you want. You want to be a millionaire? Figure out what millionaires do. Figure out how to become a millionaire. What did they do to become a millionaire? You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you. There's only very few that become millionaires. Don't let nobody tell you, man, you gotta be realistic. The only way you become a millionaire, come on now. Only very few. Man, especially look at you, man. Especially you being black too. I mean, come on. Don't let nobody steal you and tell you it's not possible. Because it is possible. Now, would it happen overnight? No. Now, you might go play the lottery, you might get a scratch off, and boom, you might hit $1 million. But what's the odds of that happening? So don't let nobody tell you that it's not possible, because all millionaires come from money. All their backgrounds come from money. If you do your research, you'll realize. So ask yourself what kind of life you want. You want to be a millionaire? You want to be a multi-millionaire? Read books, listen to podcasts of those millionaire people. Find you a mentor. Figure out how did he or she become a millionaire? What did they do? How hard was it? What kind of grind? Don't let nobody tell you. The average person gonna tell you, man, dude, man, just be happy you're working. You got a nice car, nice house. You got PTO. You can travel a little bit. Just be happy. That crap of being a millionaire, dude, only select a few. Government gonna stop you from being one. So don't listen to people, man. Do your research. Do what you gotta do. All right? Y'all take it easy, man. I'm out here. Peace.